Welcome friends, let's try GENEFORGE MUTAGEN together by the legendary Spiderweb software of Vogel. Let's start a new game together and see what it's all about. So, we will choose a character, a shaper, a guardian, or an agent. This is basically an kind of an open-ended RPG. It's a very interesting concept. So what do we want to be? Shapers skilled of magic. Guardians are the defenders of the Shapers skilled in melee combat, can create creatures to aid them in assault. And agents travel around on the command of the Shapers and solve problems. Usually violently. Their magic and weapon skills are strong and they're not good at creating creatures. I think I want to be a guardian. Yeah, let's go for the veteran level. That has always worked for me. The Shapers are the oldest, most respected, most secretive, and most powerful of the magical sects. They have the power to create life. The Shapers can make new life forms from nothing but organic matter and pure magic. They can mold this life to serve any purpose, be it lit housework or major warfare. The Shapers guard the secrets of their powers very closely. To learn their techniques without permission is to court a speedy death at the hands of a guardian in the day or an agent in the night. After years of work, study and testing, you have finally been accepted into the Shapers. It is the greatest of honors. You will spend your life advancing their will and learning their secrets. But first you must complete your apprenticeship. You must spend 5 years out in a Shaper colony on a remote island, watching their work and aiding their research. The journey is 2 weeks long. You travel on a living craft, a specially modified drake that will sail you to your destination. This thing. After a week's journey, you pass close to a small island. Your chart identifies it as Sushia Island. It is barred by the Shapers, forbidden for unknown reasons, dangerous accidents, valuable secrets. Visiting it is punishable by death. You watch Sushia Island, wondering what secrets lie there, thus fail to notice the warship off to the east. Your craft cries out in alarm, alerting you. The ship is of an unfamiliar style. It instantly fires a long spear at your craft. The razor-sharp bolt strikes your drake in the neck. It roars in anger and breathes a bolt of fire at your attacker. It strikes the enemy assailants, sets them ablaze. The battle takes only seconds. Your living craft founders, mortally wounded, dropping you into the water. Your equipment sinks into the depths. You start to sink into the rough waves, but with one last effort your living craft saves you. Bleeding, dying, it drags you towards Sushia Island. You grab onto a crumbling dock, barely conscious. Your craft slumps against a stone, dying. You're left alone, abandoned, on a forbidden shore. Marooned on Sushia Island. Welcome to GENEFORGE. These messages will pop up to help you learn to play the game. Ah, nice. Okay. So that's us learning to play the game. We can make a creation. Oh, what's that? You have not learned how to make creations. You learn about creations by using the glowing canisters you find in the ruins. Oh, there's ruins here. I'd love to see about that. You arrive at the crumbling docks. You stagger off the dock, weakened to the point of collapse by your desperate swim here. After a few minutes, you manage to regain enough of your senses to look around. You're on the south coast of this mysterious island. However, apart from the fact that this isle was declared barred by your people, you know nothing about it. You wish you had already started your shaping training. Islands are generally barred because of a failed experiment and the presence of horrible rogue creations worrying. Fortunately, except for the lapping of the waves on the base of the dock, all is quiet. If you're going to be devoured, it won't be soon. However, you are still stranded and desperately weak as well. Fortunately, the beach stretches off to the east. Maybe you can find supplies and help. And you have 100 coins. Okay. What is that we can find here? Oh, look. There's something in the container. It's trash. Yeah, let's take some trash with us. No. Really? There's some trash here? Get all items, container, inventory. Hello? Ah, we have the trash still. Okay. So we can throw away the trash here. What's in here? Another piece of trash. Yeah, no thanks. We don't want any trash. So we've captured the cloak. Let's see what we find out more about this. There's a car. There's a tunnel to the north, built into the side of the hill. Your guess is that it is a storeroom or warehouse. Usually one is placed near the docks of a settlement. The structure is crumbling. You would guess that it's been abandoned for at least a century. Probably two. After all of those years, most of the goods inside are probably useless. You might still be able to scavenge something useful. So it's inviting for us, right? Oh look, we can switch between some things. There's a strange symbol here. There's a card. We'll soon find out what awaits us there. Whoa! There's a container, but there's nothing in there. Well, something has been burned here. What's inside of this? Oh. Cupboard. Javelins. Well, maybe we could use some javelins to throw. They come in really handy. We have some bones. Yeah, why not? In case we break a bone, we'll have some reserve bones. We have a bowl and a spoon. In case we want something to eat. Cool. Crumbling door. Yeah, doors and canisters. Stand next to the door to open it. There's a door here. Most doors open when you get close to them. Others are opened by pulling levers. Aha, we should go through the door. Okay. Select the glowing canister on the other side and you'll get a pleasant surprise. Really? What is that? Why is that thing so glowing so much? Look, look! Inside this small chamber, you find several cylindrical containers here. Like at the start of Baldur's Gate. They look like canisters, each about 4 foot high. The sides are made of thick, carefully blown glass. Most of them have been broken and the contents are long lost. One of them, however, is still intact. Inside you see a glowing fluid. It swirls and moves about, seemingly under its own power. It looks like it is, in its own way, alive. It probably is. You've seen similar objects. The Shapers can store essence concoctions filled with life energy, which heal or energize those in need. This must be something like that. There's a sharp metal needle emerging from the top. If you let it poke the palm of your hand, the substance will emerge and energize you. In your weakened state, it seems hard to resist. Ooh! We learned something firebolty. Suddenly struck by a dizzy spell, driving you to your knees. It's not caused by hunger or fear, but by the effects of the strange substance in that canister. The essence-infused emerald goo didn't heal or revive you like you expected. It changed you. It's like it soaked into your skin and rewrote some of your very being, making you stronger. A strange urge, an instinct seizes you. You extend your fingers and focus. Tiny trails of flame shoot out of them. Magic. Actual magic. What would have taken years of training, you learn to do in an instant. It is exhilarating and at the same time utterly alien. You had no idea, yet your people could do something so wonderful. And you feel a deep compulsion to find more of these canisters. Aha, the canisters are our main way to gain new abilities while on Susia Island. We can now cast Firebolt. Interesting. There's something here too. There's an office to the west. The shelves on the wall have nothing on them but dust. The cabinet in the back corner, however, might contain something useful. Look, if we tab, it also gets highlighted. Oh, that's so handy. Look at that. We have money. Copper discs. What's in there? Nothing else. There's something in there. The box contains a variety of papers. You rifle through them eagerly, hoping for a clue as to where you are or what might have caused this island to be barred. It is no use. The papers crumble at your touch. Beneath the papers, though, you find something interesting. It's a brass key. None the worse for wear for its long concealment. You take it. Nice. There's nothing more here. What is that? That looks like... Nah. What about this? It all looks like you could find something out about it, but not yet. And what is this disc here? Look, the tracks just ended here, and then they are again there. What's that? Three circles here. That's the circles on this symbol as well. The path further into the island is blocked by a thick stone door marked with the symbol of the Shapers. When you get close, your skin tingles. Complex magical protections are in place. You hear a soft, reassuring voice. Susia Island has been barred by the Shapers. For more information, send a request to the Council. Only full Shapers are allowed entry. Shaper qualities have been detected within you. You may pass. Please do not remove or interact with any... And then the voice cuts out. Strange. With any of these ghosts? Oh, that's interesting. What do we have here? A healing pod. Nice. And 2 rocks. In case we need something for throwing, I guess. We can have these rocks. There's a shade here. There's something to the side. What's this? Something lying on the ground here. Some sticks. Clubs. 6 to 22 damage. Yeah, the damage is minuscule. Let it lie where it lies, I guess. Hey there, shade. There's a shade standing in front of you. It is a hazy, insubstantial humanoid. It warps and twists in the light breeze. You suspect that a strong wind would tear it apart. It hovers in the air, staring at you. Though you can't make out any features, you can clearly tell that it is watching you. Special encounters like this give you several actions or things to say to choose from. Yeah. We could attack the shade. I've been shipwrecked on this island. Can you help me? The shade does not respond. It continues to watch you. An insect flies through it, slightly disturbing its misty surface. This is strange. Sometimes shades like this are ghosts. Other times they are spies or scouts, woven from essence by a shaper to explore, learn, return, and report. Are you a ghost? Were you alive once? The shade does not respond for a moment. Then it starts to move slowly toward you. Then it begins to break apart, as if the motion was too much for it. It dissolves rapidly in the warm sunlight. You are alone in the clearing. Ooh, that was creepy. There's a door here, but let's look at this thing first. There's some rubble here. Is that a weapon on the table here? A dagger. I mean, we already have a sword. There's something here. A tunic and a wooden shield. Let's see. We have a kit in armor. A cloak. Could we like wear a tunic? I think we want that wooden shield. That could be good. How about the healing pod? Can we? No. Cannot. Cannot equip this. What's this? Pull lever. One of your keys unlocks the chains. You pull the lever. And that opened the door. Now that you've made some progress, you should save the game. Yeah. Okay, we'll do that. Let's save the game. Let's name this 2. What's in here? These were probably the barracks for some guardians or agents. They were abandoned years ago. The beds have rotted away and there's trash everywhere. Whoever was here left very quickly. 2 chests were left behind. And a lever. What's in here? Another tunic. Maybe we can sell it somewhere. Unlikely, because everybody's dead, but what do we know? Javelins. What happens if we pull the lever? We pull the lever. There's some rubble everywhere. Some stones. Once again you find you're not alone. There is a roamer just ahead, watching you. A roamer is a creation. It is a creature invented and improved by your people for use as a scout or an attack dog. Since it is a creation, it should be naturally inclined to obey you, probably as a shaper. However, this creature isn't servile to you at all. It doesn't look hostile, it's just staring. It is an eerie feeling being watched by a creation in this way. Creations have always obeyed you mindlessly before. It is clear that whatever this island is, shapers have been here. However, if this isle is full of rogue creations, you may have a serious problem. You get close to the roamer, it sniffs at you, then it gets nervous and runs away. Odd. Should do nothing. It moves. What is that? Hey, another healing pod. Great, great. Now into which direction shall we go? Maybe this way. Oh look, ooh. There we go into like a village or something. Maybe I don't want to get into the village yet. What is going on here? What is that? Looking to the north, you can see that you are not alone on this island. Though you were worried about horrible mutant creations, the next creatures you encounter are nowhere near so terrifying. It is a flock of onks. The onk is a shaper creation. It's a slow, clumsy livestock animal, hardy and laden with meat. Shapers created them to stock lands unfriendly to non-created animals, such as apparently this one. You notice that these onks have large tusks, probably added by the shapers, to protect them from predators. Fortunately, they are likely to leave you alone if you leave them alone. Oh, interesting. Let's go and see what's going on here. You immediately recognize this place. Oh, it was an inn where visitors and travelers could stop for steaks, drinks, and sleep. The crumbling, roasting pit still dominates the center of the room. You're getting confused. This island was once fully settled. Why? Most islands are barred because of experiments gone awry, and most such experiments are performed by very small labs in crude quarters, safely far from society. Yet you've seen warehouses, guard posts, and now an inn. At one point a lot of shapers lived here. Now they are all gone. Why? What could have driven so many of your people off, and what took their place? Very good question. Did anything take their place? Who's living inside of this now? There's another lever. They certainly loved levers. Look at that. Another door opened. Another thing we can find, a robe and a belt. I'll certainly go with the belt, but not the robe so far. this? Oh, there's more healing pods. That's great. Something lying on the... Oh, wait. Lying on the floor here. Look at that. Some trash, a basket, a spoon, a bowl. And pick it all up. Weird, really weird. Now there are the onks. There are some fields still. That's a little bit crazy. There are still fields when no one is tending to the fields. There's a crystal. The serviles of this on this island value them. We will gladly buy them from you. The crystals. And the onks. Now maybe let's just get up. Get up here. Oh, you've reached the northern edge of this region. You can see more of the settlement to the north. When you are ready to move on, step on the area shaded blue. Then we'll be on the world map. Okay. You're already regaining your strength and feeling more confident. But there's more to find out here, so we'll definitely explore more. If we leave the place here... I don't want to leave yet. I want to speak with these nice onks. Probably named after the sound they make. They look like little pigs somehow. All the so pink. What's in here? Levers. To open this door, you need to unlock the lever. Yeah. If your mechanic skill is 2 or higher, select it to open it. Otherwise, you need to bring a living tool here, use it, and then select the lever. Aha. You don't have living tools. You need 3. Are there living tools in here? I guess no. Thorns. They're loaded into batons and fired at enemies. And we have some money here. Oh, that's interesting. There's a lot going on in this. Even though I think we have now explored most of it. But let's go here to the lake. We cannot see anything at the lake. Okay. Let's just see what we can do. Can we train something already? No, we're at level 2. Oh, we can train something. That's nice. Let's see what we have. Strength, agility, intellect, essence mastery. Increase the amount of essence you gain per point. Aha, increases spell energy. Endurance. The amount of health you gain per point. Now we're a guardian. So we're good at combat. We're bad at magic. And why not keep it that way? We could on the other hand go like mechanics. Wasn't there something that said it about like about that lever? Where we would need mechanics. We have 10 skill points. Let's return to that lever. I think it said something about it. You need, if your mechanic skill is 2 or higher. Now, I always love mechanic skills, so we can go for that. Two mechanics skill points. Oh, look at that. Yeah, if we take 1 point, it costs 1. If we take the second point, it costs 2. And now, does it cost 3 next time? No, it costs 2. Okay. Okay. Agility, missile weapon damage, evading attacks, strength. I don't know. I think I want to go into like melee weaponry. So that seems good. We still got 1 point left. Or we could go like healing craft. Not yet though. Yeah, let's just see. Well, we'll make it so. The lever is held in the position by locked chains, but you managed to pick the lock. Very good. Someone left a cache of weapons in this secured chamber. Perhaps he or she planned to return here later. Nice, and we have these thorns that are very valuable. And we have this with, oh, a lot of ice crystals. With single charges. Nice. And some trash. Maybe we'll leave the trash here, right? So, there's that. Is that a piano or what? Or just a cupboard? Oh, that's interesting. Uncomprehending. Uncomprehending stare. Yeah, let's leave the region. Oh, nice. Look at this. Oh, that looks beautiful. The Isle of Susir. Oh. We can travel to the abandoned whale. Oh, this looks so beautiful. I think we're here. Look, there's a village here that we can maybe find. Oh, I want to explore this. Oh, let's go to the abandoned whale. Travel. We're now entering the abandoned whale. And I hear rain. There's a huge stone hall just ahead. It is still intact and soft lights glow inside. Your skin tingles. There's more shaper magic inside. Walking on dry land is refreshing. The strange essence canister continues to work changes in you. Your strength is slowly returning. Yeah, defeating foes, finishing quests gives you experience. When you get enough experience, you gain a level. You've gained a new level, and you can now train the character. This will help you to survive the battles ahead. Press the train button to begin training. Yeah, I think we already trained. Yeah, we could train more like stealth, but we don't want to. Maybe we want to save that up. Leadership. Don't know. Let's just keep it that way. Our sword, our trusty companion. Let's look what's inside of this, and then... Ah, you immediately recognize this large building for what it was, the Shaping Hall. There had to be one of them on this island somewhere. Here, the shapers on this island used magic and force of will to make creations for both utility and battle. Amazingly, this building is mostly intact. Shapers build things to last. You can see energizing pools in the side chambers. Holes in the ceiling allow light to shine on them, keeping them alive. The goo inside each pool is a semi-living essence-charged algae, capable of drawing energy from the air and the sun. If you stand near a pool, you will be able to replenish your health or essence, depending on which pool you select. In the corners of the hall, you can see 2 glowing glass canisters. The essence mixture churns and glows within, ready to give you power. That's nice, look at that. Oh, we're getting healed here. Like magically, and we're getting healed here. From the essence. What's in this book? Secrets of Essence. Essence is represented by the green bar to the right of your main character's graphic in the roster. Here's a green bar, a blue bar, and a red bar. You use Essence to make creations and cast the more powerful spells like healing. When you spend Essence to cast spells, you get it back by returning to town or approaching an Essence pool like the one nearby. However, making creations reduces the maximum amount of Essence you can have. Oh, okay, and if the creations die, then you... if you have a total of 30 Essence, for example, and you make one Fiora, which costs 10 Essence, then your new maximum is 20. You can't get the other 10 back until the Fiora dies or you absorb it. It's up to you whether to make a lot of weak creations, a few strong creations, save your essence for spells, or a mix of the three. GeneForge makes all of these options viable. Nice! Well, that's such a good system, I guess. Very good. There's something lying on the ground here. Another healing pod. The canister by the west wall grants the ability to form your first creation. Oh, nice. So where's the west wall? Where's west? North, west. West is here. Okay. This canister can shape you and improve this ability. Create Fiora. Enables you to create a Fiora or a Cryoa if your fire shaping is high enough. Each extra point of this skill increases the level of these creations. Yeah! When you touch the needle at the top of the canister, the agents inside began to act upon you. You feel yourself changing. You can create a Fiora. Making creations. Secrets of the essence, the Fiora. You survive on Susia Island. You will probably need to make creations to fight for you, especially if you're playing a shaper. When you use the canisters in the first shaping hall, you'll learn to create a Fiora, a small fire-breathing lizard. To make a Fiora, you'll need at least one level of fire shaping skill. Happily, you start with this. Each creation has a minimum shaping skill needed to make it. To make a creation, press the blood plus button in your roster. You'll then spend some of your essence to make your servant and improve its skills. The more essence you spend on one Fiora's skills, the less you will have left to create more of them. You can create up to 7 servants. When you spend essence to make a creation, you can't get it back until the creation dies or you reabsorb it. Oh, interesting. So you can have many weak creations, or one good creation, or none at all, and heal. Wow. So much to learn. Heal heals the damage taken by a single character. Each point of this skill increases the amount. So here we learn the heal skill. When you touch the needle at the top, the agents begin to change you. So we're now getting the heal skill. And there's something here on the ground as well. Look at that. There's scales, there's weights, there's beakers, a broken pot. A lot of interesting things is lying around here. Oh, look, that was glowing now. Seen that? Oh, when we're near these things, they start glowing. That's interesting. It's currently raining. What is this? This is an RPG with an open end, so you can play as you want. Currently, we are exploring the first island that mostly teaches you a lot. We have been taught a lot already. We could maybe create something. Ah, look at that. As you walk down this path, you feel on edge. Your shaper training. Yeah, we're part of a partly magical class known as shapers. Has left you attuned to sensing certain sorts of magic. Hostile creations lurk ahead. It might be a good idea to make your own creation to aid you. I will do that now. Let's see. You can create a fire lizard. This thing. A Fiora. Costs us 20 of our current essence. I think we have 30. So we have 10 left for maybe a healing spell or something. A Fiora is a small, fierce lizard creature. It has sharp teeth and large glands in its throat to give it the ability to spit globules of flaming saliva. Fioras have an excellent mix of melee and missile ability. Here we go. We'll create you. Let's see what we can give her. That's the amount of essence our character has now. So we could tie more up. So she has the active ability Fire Breath. We could give her that. Innate Haste. Acts faster as if hasted. Fast Recovery. Special abilities like this have no cooldown time. Let's add that too. A Cone of Fire. Instead of the Fire Breath, does more damage. But damages all foes. Okay, so that is also only foes. Overload consumes the essence within the creation. Its attacks will do double damage. It will take damage every turn. No, we don't want that. A strength upgrade. Let's see if we can do that. That is also available. We want a very strong one because we're rather melee focused, so we just want this thing to support us. Could have a strength upgrade, increasing melee damage, but we would rather have their magical skill upgrades. One more level, one more point of magical skill, and an endurance upgrade. So let's see if we can do that, and then let's give it that. So we have all kinds of cool things. We can name it even. Oh, that's pretty cool. So how should we name our pet? We'll name it Lord Claw. For no particular reason, because it has such nice claws. Look at that. That is our new pet. It's like a little dinosaur. Soon you'll have to fight your first battles. There are several rogue Fioras ahead. The best tactic to defeat them depends on what sort of character you picked. And you see, we're kind of a knight. We're a guardian, so we're relying on melee weaponry mostly. Already found a shield, a cloak. We still have the Catin armor. We found a belt. We have a bronze sword. That is not bad. We've increased our strength and melee ability. So we'll see what we'll do. If we find these Fioras. Lord Claw is following. Since you're playing a guardian, you'll probably want to attack your enemies with a sword. I should also make at least one Fiora to fight alongside you. Yeah, we'll find missile weapons soon too. Yeah, we already have a missile weapon, the Javelin. If you get wounded or your Fiora dies, you can rejuvenate yourself using the pools in the shaping hall to the west. So it's no problem if the Fiora dies, we get this bar back, the essence bar. So, how to fight. These buttons set your current attack type. Maybe about to enter a battle. So, as you can see here, we have the javelins. During combat, you and your foes will make turns moving and attacking. You can leave combat when your foes are distant or dead. Attack a foe, select the space it's standing in. To use one of your abilities against an enemy, press the use ability button. So, let's see what foes we will have in this rainy vale. There's a Fiora standing on the path ahead. It's a very common model of creation. Shapers have made them for centuries to serve as bodyguards, watchdogs, and even pets. This one, however, doesn't have the usual expression of civility and obedience. It doesn't look at you with fear or respect. Instead, it is drooling, as if it sees you as food. You've heard tales of creations which have turned on their creators, have gone rogue, but it only rarely happens. When it does, the rogue is instantly destroyed. This Fiora has spent years free of Shaper control. It bares its teeth at you, daring you to step forward. So is this vale really so abandoned? The Fiora continues to block your path. You can see shadows moving in the ruined buildings ahead. It is not the only creation lurking here. The creation stares at you with a confused look on its face. It bares its teeth, but it isn't fully rogue. You might be able to exercise some control over it. Hello, Fiora. Who is your master? The Fiora tilts its head to the side, confused. They don't actually talk. Shapers usually direct simple creations like this design by magically extending their will. Yeah, let's try that. Concentrate and extend your will, attempting to pacify the confused beast. For a moment you think you're doing it, and the beast shudders and snarls. Your attempt at control are shaken off. The beast hisses and lurches toward you. Okay, we could have done that with a leadership skill, but we have no good leadership skill. If you want to control creations later on, increase it. Yeah. So, is this... Oh, it's going to attack, eh? So we can just go and attack. Alright. Why did we need our other creation? I don't really understand. Okay, let's end the combat. So with G we pick up stuff. There's nothing left of this thing. Okay, nice. Alright. So we could pick up more creations with leadership skills, which is nice to know. There's another wild Fiora. Oh. Alright. So we've got this. Could have a cone of fire ready. Let's see. Sweet. Okay. So much for our Fiora. There's robe. Robe is also not bad. Hey, we have sandals. It's better than no shoes, right? Increases our armor a bit. Very nice. There's something on the... these things on the side. Healing pods. Very nice. Good stuff. Let's see what's behind this building. Oh, hedges. Hedges. Not that a hedge knight comes out of this. We've seen... there's another wild Fiora. No, we missed. Ooh. Okay, alright. So they have similar abilities, but they didn't do as much damage. Not as specialized as we are then. Let's see if Immanuel Can and Lord Claw can do something here. Progressing. Oh, there's something else. Oh, sweet. Okay, alright. That was because of our increased initiative that it was so quick. Very sweet. Let's see. This was a storage warehouse. Well, it still is, but now instead of housing useful supplies, it holds old trash and rotten sacks. On the counter to the west, something useful remains. There are several thorn batons. Most are dried up and dead, but one looks like it's still alive. Thorn batons are one of the Shaper's most ingenious creations. They are a mix of living and inert matter plants, mixed with a touch of animal, grown in a metal frame, capable of firing a long, sharp thorn at high velocity. When unused, they go into hibernation and can live for a long time. Most of the batons abundant in this room have died, but one managed to survive. So we have these thorns. We can take amphoras with us. Okay, maybe we can sell them, I don't know. Let's just take some of them. What's here? What's this? Oh, there's a thorn baton. Spits out specially grown thorns. Yeah, that was what they're talking about. Can only be loaded with thorns of the same type. Okay. Alright, alright. So it's like a bow, but with thorns. Broken pots and trash. We'll take that with us to remember everything. Can we now open the door again? Yes, we can. So, we've seen that. To end a character's turn early, select the space it's standing in or press the space bar. Interesting, okay. What about these plants? Are they... Oh, can we pick mushrooms, by the way? No. Ooh, there's more. Critical hit even. Wow. Combat will continue. What's going on there? Okay, can we walk a bit? No, we cannot move. Spacebar. Right. Spacebar. I don't know. Ah, there's an enemy still visible. Okay. Let's end this. March a little bit more careful. Ouch! It overloaded. Here we go. Yay, we did it! No, there's something. There's two statues standing here. What's behind there? You enter the ruin of a quarantine hall. It's not entirely abandoned. You see a COVID survivor. No, you would see another feral creation in the far corner. A thin, mangy Savd is leaning against a pillar, barely recognizing its surroundings. The bones of its prey litter the floor around it. A pathetic creature, but dangerous. If you keep your distance, you might be able to slip around it. We could go stealth, but we haven't got any points in stealth. Rrr, it says. Rrr. Yeah, we don't even need stealth, as you can see. Thorns, shoes. Shoes might be better than sandals, eh? Wooden shield, just like our wooden shield. Let's leave it there. We don't also need the sandals. Making creations. Notes on combat. Aha. Each round your character gets a base of 8 action points. Any points left, you can do any action. Doing things consumes action points. And when you're out, your turn ends. Moving and doing actions uses them up. Moving a space costs 1 point. Using an item costs 5 action points. Attacking or using an ability costs 9. So it basically ends the turn. When you're next to a foe, you can only move 1 space for the rest of your turn. To end your turn early, select the space your character is in or press the space bar. Okay. The order in which your characters act in combat is determined by their speed. The more agility and quick action skill a character has, the faster it will act. Armor and weapons are heavy. Heavy equipment reduces your number of action points. Increase your strength to increase what you can equip without penalty. Okay, so you can attack like the same times with high armor, but you cannot really run far with it. That makes a lot of sense, right? Yeah. This was the quarantine waiting hall. People wishing to enter or leave Susia Island through this port waited here to be questioned and inspected by the servant Mind. And sure enough, the Mind is still here, resting to the north. You marvel at the skill of the shapers who shaped these remarkable creatures. They were given remarkable lifespans. The thing is still alive. A servant Mind is a very specialized and useful sort of creature. Once grown, it never moves again. It spends its life in a stone crib made to fit it. Once there, it spends its entire life thinking, remembering, analyzing, and advising the shapers. As you approach, you can see the creature struggle to rouse itself from its slumber. It seems likely that it is eager for company after its years here. Is it in this thing, eh? What is that? Strange symbols. Hey there! No! What a funny shape. You carefully approach the servant Mind, unsure how its long solitude has affected its brain. Fortunately, its eyes are clear and bright, and its body appears whole. It has the massive, lumpy skull characteristic of these strange creations. Welcome, Shaper. I am Mind Tawit, it says, reflexively reading from an internal script centuries old. Do you wish to pass through quarantine? Are you all right? You've been here for a long time. I am functioning properly. I can still do what I was made to do. You don't mind waiting here for so long? I am functioning properly. I can still do what I was made to do. I was not made to have other thoughts. I've got another question. I'm eager to assist you further, Shaper. Do you wish to pass through quarantine? That is what it has asked before. This mind must have very limited programming. What happened to this island? Why was it barred? I am sorry, Shaper. I am limited in the scope of my knowledge. When I was left here, I was given no further information or instructions. Why was Susia Island abandoned? I do not know. I know a little of its purpose, but nothing of why I was left here for so long. What was the purpose of this island, then? Research, not the most useful answer you could have hoped for. Let's ask more. How long has it been since someone came through here? You're the first since I was abandoned. How long ago were you abandoned? I do not know. I have spent all of that time in hibernation. The decay in my internal organs indicates that the time was well over a century. I'm sorry that I cannot be more precise. What do I have to do to pass through quarantine? Allow me to inspect you carefully. If I judge that you have no threatening infections or concealed rogue creations, I'll unseal the door to the north, so you may pass. Please allow me to pass through quarantine. The creature looks at you carefully. It makes a low, soft humming noise. You don't feel anything, but you suspect some sort of magical augmentation is allowing the creature to analyze you in minute detail. Eventually the noise ceases. Tawit says, I find no reason to impede your progress further. The exit door will open at your approach. Well, that is all I need from you. Thank you, Shaper. I will rest and conserve my energy. Ooh. So, over a century ago, this was abandoned. And there's a mad, whatever a thad is. I want one last time to look out there. If we may have forgotten something. No, it seems like this is the way to go. And there's something on the table. A mug. Very suspicious. A mug. So this has opened up, I guess. Here we go. On this side of the quarantine hall, you can see another flock of Ongs watched over by a servile. Serviles are one of the greatest Shaper creations. They are the most common and valued servants of your people. Intelligent, hardy, obedient, and featuring hands with opposable thumbs. They are also easily controlled. If there are serviles here, this isle must not be as savage as you feared. Serviles are weak and easily cowed creatures. If there were any real threat here, they would have been quickly wiped out. Your emergence from this hall is clearly the last thing this servile expected. He looks terrified at first, then curious. He leaves his flock behind to run and speak with you. He probably wants fresh orders. So we have found the servile. Hey, hello. The servile boldly walks up to you. You inspect each other. It seems to be the same design of creation with which you were completely familiar. Same hunched posture, number of limbs, and so on. It looks very surprised to see you. However, it doesn't have the attitude of immediate obedience you have come to expect. It seems more curious than anything. After a few awkward seconds of staring, it speaks. I don't think I'm mad. It's a Shaper. A Shaper has come at last. Oh, it has been years since anyone has come through that door. A Shaper has come. This is so wonderful. Oh, but where are my manners? I am Temo. I am a shepherd. I graze my ongs here because nobody comes here. Oh, I must go to Vakiri. I must tell my people a Shaper has come at last. Do you know why this island was abandoned? I have no idea. You should go to Vakiri. There are many there, wiser than me. I should go there now. They should know there's a Shaper among us. There are no other Shapers here. Timo grows even more nervous. I do not know. You are the only one. You are the Shaper. You've returned, and we can serve. He seemed somewhat reticent about saying that last word. If you need food or a safe place to rest. Though you may not be a Shaper, but a guardian or an agent, all three sects are generally referred to by the outside worlds as Shapers, because we can also shape creations like that one. Do you mind me hunting your orgs? No. I do not require your total obedience. I only need to leave this island. Timo looks incredibly relieved. Of course, we serviles will be glad to help you in any way we can. It is our way. We thank you, mighty Shaper, for your kindness. Do you mind me hunting your orgs? Not at all, Shaper. We are yours to do with as you will. His worried expression, however, indicates that he actually feels otherwise about the issue. I'll be moving on then. Yes, Shaper. Timo steps out of your way, completely unsure what to do next. His entire world just changed. In a moment, the conversation ends. The gods have returned, and they may not be what they wanted. Now that you've crossed the abandoned vale, it has been cleared. We'll be able to pass through it on the world map. If you want to review your notes or be reminded of your current quest, press the journal button. You'll be able to review special items you've found, dialogue you've recorded, codexes you've learned, and quests you've been given, because you can always record, as you can see here. Medal earned. Have to learn fast. Let's see, there's something on the ground. A stick and a hoe. Okay. Alright, there's also wood here. Can we take wood with us? I don't know. Theoretically, there's a basket or something. There's a stone, a rock. That's the end of the tutorial. Hey, we can travel east to Vakiri. Start learning more about what has been happening to Susia Island and hopefully begin to find your way off it. I mean, this island seems still a little bit big, right? This is the next region. We'll travel there. Sure, bring us to Vakiri. It's a friendly settlement. We're able to rest. Oh, this means our health regenerates here. That's nice. Vakiri. You enter for the first time a colony of serviles on Susia Island. There's a good deal of astonishment on both sides. The creations seem to have done well on their own, much better than you would have expected. They have moved into the Shaper ruins and made them their own. They have crops, shops, and guard patrols. The serviles in turn are speechless. They have clearly been without Shaper influence for many years, and they have no idea how to react. They look overjoyed, relieved, and terrified at the same time. Most of all, though, they look expectant. They watch you carefully, gauging your every move, wondering how you're going to treat them. The power of the Shapers has always completely overwhelmed that of their creations. You, however, don't have the full power of the Shapers. You are weak, tired, untrained, and alone. Fortunately, they don't seem to know that. Welcome to Vakiri. Okay. Oh, look at that. There's a guard servile. Hello, guard servile. Can we talk? You meet one of Vakiri's guards. He's a servile, wielding an old, dented but very sharp sword. The guard bows nervously. Greetings, Shaper. How may I assist you? What are you guarding against? Rogue creatures are common in the woods north and east of here. We never know when some of them will stumble into Vakiri. And then we must kill them before they do harm. Where can I find aid and information? You should speak with leader Kobar. He's in the feasting hall at the southwest corner of town. Okay. Nice. So we've reached the settlement. Very exciting time will come. Greetings. One of the guards says. Most of us sleep here. And we'll explore this island in the next episode. Thank you for watching and happy gaming to you. This is Immanuel Can signing out. Lord Claw also says, see you soon. Have a great time until then and happy gaming.